So, a couple years ago, YouTuber Midden Squad, known for many challenge runs, did a video where he attempted to get himself banned from gambling at a casino in Fallout New Vegas with a luck stat of 1. He was not successful. So I recently stumbled back across that video, decided to rewatch it, and then decided to try the challenge for myself. But the results might just surprise you. In Fallout New Vegas, your luck stat directly affects all other skills as well as your ability to gamble successfully. With a luck stat of 9 or 10, it's basically impossible to not get kicked out within a short period of time, but with a luck of 1, it's a different story entirely. So, for those unfamiliar with the game, how do you get kicked out / banned from gambling at a casino? You have to reach a certain number of winnings for that casino. You're going to see some picture of it on screen here as to what represents the winnings. Each casino has a limit on how much you are allowed to win. The Ultra Lux requires a whopping 15,000 chips in winnings. The Tops and the DLC Casino Sierra Madre each require 10,000. Gamora requires 9,000, and the Atomic Wrangler in Freeside requires 5,000. However, the often forgotten Vicky and Vance Casino in Prim actually only requires you to win 2,500 chips. Therefore, that will be our primary target casino for this challenge. However, you won't just get banned from gambling by simply winning a total of 2,500 chips over time. Remember that whole total winnings number that I showed? That number will decrease every time you lose a game. Therefore, to get banned, you need to reach the 2,500 chip limit in as few gambles as possible while minimizing your losses. So this brings us to our next question. What is the best way to get kicked out with such a low luck stat? Casinos have 3 games available: roulette, blackjack, and slot machines. Slots are 100% luck-based. At the Vicky and Vance, the maximum you can bet on any pull is 25 chips. So if you manage to somehow get 3 oranges, you would win 100 times your bet. So if you won on your first pull, you would beat the challenge. Unfortunately though, you can't just quick save and quick reload. Obsidian made it so that reloading a save in a casino puts a 60-second freeze on gambling. So this tactic, though it could potentially work, would take many hours. Couple that with the fact that the exact probability of winning any specific payout in slots is unknown even to the Fallout wiki. Also, Midden Squad apparently automated the slot machines for 2 hours and never came close to a jackpot. So we're going to say that this strategy is definitely not viable. So, what about Blackjack? Blackjack has some skill involved to where even an average luck of 5 and a bit of gambling knowledge can combine for success. But with a luck of 1, no matter how good you are at Blackjack, you'll just usually lose. The dealer will just constantly get 20s and 21s while you'll just be stuck in the teens or bust. I generally won about 1 in 5 times, and I actually do know how to play blackjack fairly well in real life, so this strategy doesn't seem to be good either. That brings us to our final option, roulette. Roulette is luck-based. The wheel has no memory. However, unlike the slots, the odds should technically be the same as a casino in real life. Your chance of winning a bet on red or black is just under 50%. The odds of hitting a single specific number on the board is 1 in 38, as there are 36 red and black numbers as well as the 0 and 00 in green, presumably they're all the same size. The payouts are the same as a real-world casino. For example, if you were to win on red or black, you would just win your money back doubled pretty much. You don't win very much off of that. The payout for landing on a single number is 35 to 1. That means that if you were to bet the full 200 chips on a single number and it hits, you will receive a whopping 7,000 chips in winnings, enough to get kicked out of the Vicky and Vance and the Atomic Wrangler. It's really the only real chance we have of getting kicked out quickly, so that's what I decided on. With my strategy determined, I traveled to Prim, rescued Deputy Beagle during the My Kind of Town side quest, and then reprogrammed Prim Slim for the sheriff role since it's the fastest method. You then have to wait about 3 in-game days for some NCR deserters to show up. You can deal with them however you wish, and then wait another 3 to 4 days for the casino to reopen for gambling. Now, do note that this casino is known to be quite buggy and doesn't always reopen for people, so keep that in mind. Once it did open, I grabbed 1,200 chips from the cashier because it's all I could afford. That means I can play 6 times before having to reload my save. I did decide to try my luck on the slot machines first, and I actually stayed afloat for quite a bit longer than expected. I won quite a few 2-to-1 payouts on it, but I eventually crapped out. Speaking of that, why aren't craps an option in this game? It's literally the most fast-paced, high-energy game in real-world casinos. I also tried some Blackjack, where I managed to lose 1,200 chips in about 2 minutes, and that happened twice in a row. We finally made it to the roulette table. I sat down, put 200 on 14, my lucky number, and let the wheel do its thing. After a few insultingly close calls and a reloaded save, this happened on my 8th total attempt. Well, there it is. You actually can get kicked out of a casino with a luck stat of 1 in Fallout New Vegas, and it honestly wasn't really as difficult as I expected. So, with how arguably easy the Vicky and Vance casino was, I decided to do the logical thing and let it ride. Yes, I decided to try and get banned from gambling at every base game casino in New Vegas. My next stop was the Tops, where you need 10,000 winnings to get banned. It took the better part of 40 minutes, but I was ultimately successful.
The broads are better looking at Gamora.
Okay, pal, you've had enough.
Next, we head to the most expensive casino in the game, the Ultra Lux, requiring a grand total of 15,000 winnings to get banned. This one took a solid 45 minutes, but I somehow eventually managed to win enough times at roulette to get that ban.
This simply will not do. For a while, you were the toast of the... You're still welcome to dine with us, of course.
Now we can head off to the comparatively easy Gamora, where we only need 9,000 total winnings for our ban. It still took nearly half an hour, but I was once again successful.
Gamora has the loose...
Okay, that's that. No more have some drinks. Talk to...
Finally, we head off the strip and back to Freeside for one last casino challenge in the Atomic Wrangler. As it requires only 5,000 in winnings to get a gambling ban, I was able to get kicked out in less than 10 minutes. So, in conclusion, not only can you get kicked out of a casino in Fallout New Vegas with the luck stat of 1, you can actually get banned from gambling at all 5 main game casinos with that low luck stat. Now, it does take time, it still takes some real life luck, but it is entirely possible. As for the Sierra Madre, it doesn't have a roulette wheel, so I don't even want to think about how long that would take trying to do it in Blackjack and having to constantly reload your save and wait that whole 60-second time period. So, that's it. The challenge is possible. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, favorite, share, comment, subscribe, and ring that bell if you haven't already. And I hope that none of you ever feel any reason to set your luck above 1 for future playthroughs, at least for gambling.